Interestingly, Snoop, Tupac, and Nas, three of the most successful MCs ever, never have won a Grammy. Can you believe when I talk about how do all this stuff for an industry that won't even recognize you? Now, you can debate the impact of all three. You can talk about the depth of all three. You would think that Snoop of the three would have been, or maybe Nas, because he was kind of like the Kendrick Lamar of his era. If you go by the only when Kendrick gets deep with lyrical content, he's not as skilled as Nas. But if you're gonna throw a bone away, you know, and you would think with Snoop's cachet, it shows you the disrespect for hip hop because they've given now Jay-Z's from that era, but think about it. Kendrick has more. Eminem came out in the late 90s. But think about it. Kendrick Lamar has more Grammys and nominations than Snoop, Tupac, Nas, and I mentioned Ice Cube a few months back. It's crazy when you think about it. Does it even matter? How does a show that's supposed to reflect music and talk about how it's art form doesn't have these guys for one win? It's crazy. What's your criteria? What is your, what is your, what is the inroad of it? And you made tons of money off of these guys. I just mention it because it's really compelling to me that these three in particular, who, no matter where you come down on them, have had big time careers. Snoop's like everybody's uncle, and he's had big time songs, crossover appeal, etc. Tupac, obviously, lyrical, poetic, big time songs. And you could say that they weren't necessarily so commercialized because the Grammys are like that, and Nas too. So, what's your criteria? The funny thing about Snoop, I think he's been nominated like 17 times. He's got one more nomination than Brian McKnight, who shut out too. Go make it make sense. I don't know. I've always thought of the Grammys as racist and one sided, and I never bought into the hype of them, like not since I was a kid. If you want the all honesty and the whole truth, I never understood that. But it says a lot that when people take so much about these so-called awards and what they mean, what do they mean? What does it say when artists that have impact and depth and longevity and generations and eras, they don't get no awards? I mean, that's really it's pretty cold because these three would be Hall of Famers. These are three Hall of Fame acts. Tupac's career, as short as it was, is just as impactful as some acts who've had longer careers. And Nas, you ask people on the streets of a certain age, certain time, they gonna tell you. So, and not that it's a big deal, but they tend to like have certain type of token acts. I mean, these shows are like gimmicky, so you really got to be doing something extra, which I have to surprise Snoop's not in there because I mean, I always think he's doing extra, but it's just kind of crazy when I think about how they can just make a joke out of you and just don't nominate you and don't put you on. I mean, it's just kind of crazy, you know. And you think about the impact. How what's that say? Not being recognized in your line of work, not even, they only give you a token one unless, of course, you're older. So it's a power play. But I thought about those three in particular, big acts who never won. And, if you can think of somebody else, like, so I'm just talking hip hop. I'm not talking about R&B and cross, but I can do a whole segment on that, and I probably will soon. But anyway, give me your thoughts and takes about Snoop, Tupac, and Nas, all shut out of the Grammys. Never got no Grammy wins or no love. It did hurt their legacies and impact. But you tell me what you think below. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share it if you like, and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay well. I'm out. Peace.